Welcome everyone to pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Joel, I just feel like every day we're just repeating ourselves. We're repeating ourselves. We're repeating ourselves. It's the same story every day. The market is betting on the economy reopening, and tech is okay, not necessarily leading us where like it was a month ago, but everything else, the airlines today, the retailers today. I mean, holy cow! Break down this market for us.
Everyone's going to be going shopping
I
at
guess
Macy's and Nordstrom's,
yep.
and they're going to hop on a flight on American Airlines.
To
That's what people,
to
yeah.
the store. Yep, that's right.
And then they're going to pick up, when they get home, they're going to pick up a few things on eBay.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's a good market today. I think overall, I mean, if you look at the S&Ps, yeah, you're down 17 handles, but the dogs are barking. Recapping the S&Ps real quick, we matched the pre-market high, 26.75, right on the kisser. Yesterday's high, 29.50, couldn't get there. We had made that run, moving up, and couldn't hold it. Nice decline to 30.8750. And boom, now we're rebounding. Looks like we're still going to close red on the session. Aramis, you did get me. SPG made a move. I was it some news today or whatever, but there's a dog that's barking. Simon Property Group, a big day update yesterday and a big update today, but that's kind of just fitting into the theme of buying stocks that haven't taken off yet. And congratulations! I hope you caught a good long on that one. So. Other stocks, Spencer, what should we do? Should we just talk about the Boeing? Should we go through the airlines? What do we want to
Let's
do?
do these airlines because I mean these charts are just. I mean, look at American. It's just crazy. It's up.
And
What
they
is it up?
gave some
What is that
news,
up
didn't
today? Is that
they?
is that up 41% today?
That is up
That
41%.
that is wow. Yeah, I mean, there are some headlines. You know what? The analysts are really chiming in here. The analysts are really coming in and giving their opinion on these companies. But the CEO was on CNBC earlier in the day. Said they're increasing their flight schedule. Said all the right things that you'd expect them to say. But I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
expected to say that much, right? Uh,
It's like it's they're all coming off the worst months in the history of their companies. So yeah, things of course they're getting better. They can't really get much worse.
that
So
is correct. And it's funny, we just, at the top of the show, we were talking about Spirit Air, right? And
yeah,
Dennis attributed the move in that to some positive comments by Stephen Grasso. So Spirit definitely having a nice move. That's up 20%. Blew through that 20. I looked at this thing. This thing's traded heavy volume, but it's definitely all over the place. Trading up 19% now at 2063. The big one, American Airlines, man. They must have reeled in a short or something on this one. It got to 18.18. So you're a buck and a half off the high. 375 million shares have traded. Just a great day. I mean, this is just the trade that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, just buying the garbage, buying stocks that haven't rallied, that aren't that far off the lows, optimistic on the restart of America. And restart of America, why not start with American Airlines? Let's just look at that 1881 high. Let's see. This had a high in, if I can pull it up here. Looks like it matches a high in March. Let me pull up my data window to get the exact number for you guys. Back on, you hit 1849 on March 17th. So that was kind of when the market was trying to bottom. I'm not sure if there was news out that day or what. Not quite getting there today. Only 1818. But that'd be a key level. Strong close. Maybe get some momentum yesterday if we don't get a real bad jobs number. But boy, oh boy, 376 million shares are traded. It was still at 15 minutes ago. Probably trade 400 million today. Finally a move. Just hanging out near the lows, and just a great move for American Airlines. Delta joining suit here. I don't know what happened on this day. 35.89. Haven't quite got there yet. Delta 32.81 is the current high. LUV participating in the rally, not as much, up a buck 77, but that had already distanced itself a little bit from the low. So Love getting off the mat. UAL, United Airlines, that one really hasn't taken off yet. If you're looking for the laggard there, American, it is up $4 today, but still not that far from the low of the move, and that's usually the most volatile of the group.
And if you pay attention to the ETF space like I do, you probably saw the headline yesterday that the Jets ETF joined the $1 billion club, $1 billion in assets for that ETF, which is a club. There's like how many, like 15 ETFs in that club, something like that. And it's people are just betting on the airlines. It is the most bought ETF of the past few weeks. I think it's seen inflows for like 65 straight days or something. I mean, people are just buying and buying and betting via the ETF on these airlines, and they're getting rewarded. So congrats to them; they're getting rewarded here for now. But this is a really popular bet.
Yeah, Frank Holmes is probably happy about that, right? Frank,
I'm sure he's thrilled. I would
yeah,
be.
I mean,
I'd be
we
too.
we we gave Frank a hard time. I personally gave Frank a hard time last time he was on, and man, he was digging in the ground, saying, "Hey, these stocks are going to recover. The economy needs it, and let's take a look at the Jets ETF, JETS.
It's just crazy
Jets.
because air travel is still down.
It
Like
is.
not like 90%. But the market's forward looking.
Are you booking any airline flights, Spencer? You gonna go home to Jersey to see the
I'm
family?
thinking about it. I am going to the Jersey Shore Labor Day weekend for
Nice.
that week. TBD on whether I'm going to drive or fly. Some dividing opinions in the family about what I should do, but it's
As
possible. It's possible.
okay. My plans are to drive up north all the way to Petoskey Harbor Springs, Michigan. That's my plans
All
for
right, moving on from the
July.
airlines here. Joel, let's go to the casinos. Got a lot of love today on CNBC. Got some love on our show this morning and for the past couple of days, and it's the same trade. It's the same trade, and it's just follow through from what we've been seeing.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the win. It looked like it had the bigger winner yesterday. Got to 97.30 today, and you're seeing some profit taking coming in this one. The anticipation of the trade, 98 was your high on March 6th. Couldn't quite get there today. Only get to, where'd you get to today? I just said it, 97.30. So you're looking for another leg up higher, $98. Pretty much steady volume in this one. Las Vegas Sands, I think it's kind of, the trade might be over in these a little bit. Las Vegas Sands opened up pretty close to its high of the session. That sold off too. So people that were listening over the last couple days buying it, it looks like they're letting it go today. Who knows how actually it's going to go? We'll see what pictures you get of the lines. MGM, let's see if it did the same kind of thing.
MGM
And
had something. I don't know if that was headline related or what, but they had something. That dip at the open. That I don't
okay,
know if the other
1.3
ones.
billion to sell MOC. Thank you, William Lay. Easy Mike. So we give fun of talking about GE on this show, and here we have a request from our crowd from Easy Mike.
We didn't get the G this morning. And
Easy Mike, you got the grandkids around today, or are you just hanging by yourself? He usually has the grandkids on his lap.
okay,
They like the show for some reason. I don't know.
this was
But
actually on my list to discuss, just because I was also looking at this and didn't get around to it today. But let's look at
what's
G.
the news? What's the news?
I don't know if there was news. I didn't see any headlines. If not saying there wasn't.
Ash for trash.
This was just on my list to discuss.
Ash for trash. That's what it is. G had some good news a couple days ago. Got the bump up. Just took a little bit of a breather. Did you have a gap fill? When was that one day it was up huge? I see. Thought there was a gap in this thing. Yeah, it had a gap this one day, and then it gave it back and remounting a rally here. March, you had a high in March at 8:30. That's not doing you any good. I see today's high at 774. What else you got in that area? Not much. Not much. 775. There you go. If you look long enough in GE, you're going to get a level somewhere. 775, your April 7th high. Nothing really at $8. 818 was your next high after that. Very strong. 4 up days in a row here for GE. 1, 2, 3. Make it 5. So maybe 6 tomorrow on that one. But big move in GE. Just once again, hey, it ain't at the low. It's just off the low. Let's buy it.
I guess so. eBay had a headline just after we ended our show today,
Oh,
which
how
is,
rude of them.
yeah, they should have known to at least try to jump the gun there. But eBay raised guidance, they announced, at 9 o'clock or just after 9 a.m. this morning. You can see the spike there. The guidance raise was for their adjusted EPS. They raised it by basically 30 cents on the low end of the range, from 73 cents per share to $1.02 per share. And they raised their sales guidance as well from 2.38 to $2.75 billion.
They
Again,
like it.
on the low end. Well, no one's going to hate on a guidance raise. So
You know what they did, though? They sold this thing. 46.45. That was your close. Opened up 51.34, way above its all-time high. Boom. Hit 51.88 after the open. It's one of those whoops trades. You go up, you have a higher open, you go up, boom, you make a new high, come back down to 51.34, and then it was lights out. Not a gap fill yet, but definitely the news was sold here. eBay initially, big volume today, so probably have some liquidation on this good news, even though it's an up day. The fact that it's sold off so much from the open looks like we got some profit taking. William Lay, that 139 in Beyond Meat, 139, it's close to 140. Psychological level, got through it today. Boy, that's a big range for Beyond Meat. Got to 142.41, but back under 140. So had a nice gain, just gave a lot, open near its low for the session, and just got a little too ahead of itself. Still going to close green on the session now.
other big mover of the day is Rollins, ticker ROL. This is a report from Bloomberg that they are seeking a sale. The stock was halted. It has since resumed trading. And I don't know what.
Baseball mitts?
What? No. No. This
No.
is. No. Wait, are you
You
thinking
know,
of.
there's Rollins baseball mitts. Do you know that, Spencer? Did you ever play baseball?
You're not thinking of Rawlings? Like Rawlings?
Oh.
Rollins, as in the extermination company.
Okay.
Not Rawlings, as in the baseball gear company.
All right. Well, it looks like they're putting up for a sale, but no one wants to pay what anywhere near their all-time high here. Made a new all-time high on that for sale. They're trying to sell when the selling's good. 44.27, big old range in this one, spiking up and spiking down. So they may want to sell. I just don't know who's going to buy and where they're going to buy it. I don't know who their peers are. Don't like that it's closing red on the session here, 44.61. That was your all-time closing high from yesterday. Did get by it through a few bucks, so we'll use 44.61. That's your level moving forward here. All-time closing high in Rollins. S&Ps, yeah, we got a selling balance, but who the hell cares? They're buying this market up. Boom, and there it is. 2031.05. Hey, someone else thought like me about the Rawlings. Who was it here? King 14 Ox. That's a good name. So someone else has a crazy mind like mine.
William Lay beat me to the punch with the stocks I'm looking forward to reporting after the close. Mostly work, so Slack, DocuSign, and
Oh,
MongoDB. Those are the big three that I'm watching after the close today.
all right. Well, let's look at work.
Work has cooled off here.
You got your level to look at, folks. If you're trading this overnight, 38. Oh no, wait, that's on the 15-minute. $40. That's where people are interested in selling this thing. Yes, yesterday's high, 39.99. 39.90 close, probably cleared out a seller at 40, went to 40.07, and those buyers at 40 had nowhere to go but hit the sell button down to 37.67. So we'll see what happens. 40, that's the big number going into report, $2 away from it. Boom, 42 as an all-time high. I mentioned that. And I mean, in the view of the run that it's had, and you can say the same thing about the Zoomster, which is giving some back today. I mean, they're really, really, really going to have to blow it away. And I would be keeping a real close eye on $40 if this gets a pop in the pre-market. On the downside, man, if you want to step in and buy this thing on a decline, maybe $35, 35.23. That's your 4-day low, 3-day low at 36.18. Of course, if you're just scalping this thing off the number, then those daily numbers will be good numbers. But the long term, big old run in work heading into the print.
Today's slide actually makes me more fearful that the stock, like what I was thinking before this morning, was that the stock could potentially come off after earnings and potentially fall really to this level, and that would have been a good buying opportunity. But it kind of did that already. So now, and look, every dip over the last month and a half we've seen has been a buying opportunity. So I was really watching for one, and we already got it ahead of the report. So now I'm not as sure as I was, but I would have liked to nibble on this thing tomorrow morning if it fell on its report. So maybe it still could, but every dip is to be bought.
So far, we'll see if the earnings report changes that at all. DraftKings. And
Yeah, this one, wow. Same story, right? Every dip is to be bought. So
yeah, but the dip that I gave you,
are we surprised?
you wouldn't. Yeah, but I didn't give you good enough level. I said 38.55, which was yesterday's low. 38.80, couldn't get there. Boom, comes back through the open. Good number for you, though, folks, on the upside in this one. 42.48 double top from Wednesday and Thursday. So we will see if there'll be a seller there a third time in a row. All-time closing high 43.70, all-time high 44.79. And let's just take a look at GAN. It's GAN, right? GAN. That's the one.
Yeah, pretty sure Citron came out against this today.
Citron.
I saw it come. Oh no, it wasn't GAN. I'm sorry, that was not GAN. That was somebody.
Look at that. DraftKings double top. GAN double top. 22.24. If you're trading those things, technically, probably took some heat when it went through the pair of lows from Tuesday and Wednesday. Went all the way down to 19.25. Not quite getting to that low from the 29th and 19. Boom, turned around. Big number. Moving forward, 22.24. Kind of a fall from grace here. 26 to 19. That's a 7-point move. 3.5, 20.25, 21.25, 22.25. 22.75 is your halfway back on that move, and got pretty close to that. So good number. Buyers into the close, Spencer. No one, absolutely no one wants to be short this market going into our horrible unemployment tomorrow, all the way back up. We're only going to end up down 7 handles here. Nice rebound in the market here, rattling 87, 97, 30-some handles in the last hour.
Yep, rallying ourselves back to essentially unchanged.
Exactly. Yeah, a little bit below unchanged, but basically when we started the show, we were at 31.10. For Rocket One, they've been very, very patient. We're going to stay overtime here, Spencer. I'm not paying you overtime, but Shopify. First of all, Rocket One, I'm just not great on $800-900 stocks. They move around a ton, but oh man, you couldn't. Just looks like you got a seller in here, kind of a relentless seller. You've had 784, 779, and 772, and then you sold off pretty good, 726.04. I just think you got to have this is like the rotation trade, out of some of these big growth, stocks, these big tech winners. And I don't know. I don't know if you're going to get a shot at this thing. Can I say that the run is over? I can't say the run is over, but if you breach that 685 low, I know that's a ways away. Then I think you got some more on the downside. Also, what did you do? 827 and it made a new low today, right? It's 726. It's trying to rebound here, but I just say people are all through here sitting on all these profits, moving up here, looking to cash, ring the register, and looks like you got some overhead supply. Go ahead.
All right. That'll be it for us. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Please remember that all the information on this broadcast is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow morning.